Greetings and salutations, welcome to episode 1 of the Bolton Save. The patch is here, thankfully. We got the January transfers, not that there's going to be many at Bolton, but the other teams have got their nice January transfers. There's a few bug fixes as well, not that many. The goalkeeper AI hasn't been fixed. Watch previous videos to see that around. But I did a previous video all about the patch notes, so you can go and check it out. So, the takeover is yet to happen. I was hoping it would be here by the January sort of transfer patch, but they're still ongoing. I think it'll be in the next week or so. The Bolton fans will know their fate. It looks like it's all going ahead, but that will need to be ratified. And apparently Dean Holdsworth is bringing in Phil Brown in the summer if he goes ahead. But we're going into a war, basically. We've still got a transfer embargo. Right, let's have a look. We have taken the hot seat. So, David Brannan has welcomed you to the Macron Stadium. It used to be known as the Reebok, but Macron are the new sponsors. We got a year's deal as standard. We will do all the talks and shit offline because it's boring as hell. So, we've got one player on loan. We've got 5 players out. Injuries. Zach Clough, who's going to be our star man. Like, this guy gets good. We all know he gets good. This will be a case of holding on for as long as humanly possible to keep hold of this guy. We'll go through the team in more detail shortly anyway. But he's out for only a week. And we've got Max Clayton, who's out for 3 months. That's pretty good. I'll take that. So, we cannot make any signings until the end of the season. That hurts. It's all right. We got Emil Heskey. So, okay. So let's look at the finances. So we actually have 1.6 million in the back. Obviously, transfer doesn't matter, but we've got the 0 transfer budget. We're spending all our wages. This is going to probably be the painful one. Oh my Jesus Christ! Right. £124 million loan. That'll be the one then. That'll be the issue we've got. Right. So, we're under transfer embargo. So, at least the summer window is going to be simple, isn't it? Skip along. Right. Let's hope we've got a half-decent team. I haven't looked at the team in detail. I wanted to sort of share it with you guys as I go through. So, goalkeepers. We've got Ben Amos, decent goalkeeper. Very happy with that. He's an okay goalkeeper. He'll do for now because he has to. And back up, we've got Ratchubka. Yeah, him. Paul. Okay, he's an half-decent backup. Next up, we've got centre-back. A nice young centre-back, Rob Holding. Decent all-rounder. Possible 5-star potential. Okay physicals, not great really. 6 foot tall. His jumping reach is only 10. That's going to need working on. I think the physicals they let down there. Still only 19 though, so they will go up naturally a bit more. But not a bad player. He can play right back as well. Decent as a defensive right back, but not going forward. We'll look at our other right backs first. So we've got Francesco Pisano, who's out on loan. Who's actually pretty decent, 29 years old now. We also have Laurie Wilson, who's 27 years old. In his peak, he can play right back, right wing back, right midfield, and a couple of others at a push. Physically and mentally good, technically not so much. Decent amount of pace, natural fitness is good, stamina, good for a right back. He's going to run up and down all day. Determination's good, teamwork, work great. I like him. Shame he ain't got a good leadership because he'd make a cracking captain. Okay, so he's not too bad. So there are right back options. Can we recall this guy? Because if I can't we can't recall him, can we? Brilliant. Right. So I'll just stick him in the under 21s. So we have one right back. We'll go through the under 21s in case there's anybody there. Little gems. Left backs, we've got Dean Moxey. He's been around for a number of years now. 29 years. Decent player. Very happy with him. He's going to be our first choice, no question. We've then got Filip Twadzik, who is a 22-year-old. Can fit in at left back. Can't really tackle or mark or head. apart from those, he's a brilliant left back. But so obviously he's a much more sort of attacking player. So we're a little bit weak in depth. We've got decent first teamers, but depth is an issue. Rob Holding can fill in. Okay, fine. Right, moving on. We've got David Wheater, another one, been around his years. He's going to be solid as a rock. Really good in the air. Jumping reach of 18, heading 15. Fantastic. Shoots from distance, shoots with power. And he's got a long throw. So quite a random set of stats, but we love him very much. He's going to be fine. Dorian De Vrij, who's a decent all-rounder. 3.5 star. I'm going to murder names. Just deal with it. Derek Osende. Not so much. A bit younger than the other ones we've been looking at, but okay-ish. Okay, so we've got 4 centre-backs there. We've got De Vrij, Wheater as our main 2, and we've got 2 decent backups. Okay, centre-backs are not too much of an issue. Goalkeeper's fine. Full-backs, we lack depth. Jay Spearing, I love this kid. As a Liverpool fan, I thought he was brilliant. Decent defensive midfielder. Obviously, he's a midget, so he can't really jump or head, but very good. He's going to get sent off a few. Dives into tackles, yeah, as expected. 15 aggression, yeah. He's going to get a few red cards, but I think he'll be worth it. I think he's a very, very good player. Next up, we've got a midfielder left called Tom Walker, 19 years old. Played 11 games last season. And we've listed him for loan, but I probably will keep him. Yeah, he's a decent all-rounder. Central midfield, we've got Neil Dans, ex-Middlesbrough. I don't know why I said Middlesbrough. He pretty much played for every other team but Middlesbrough. Brilliant. We loaned him, did well, got him on a free, didn't do so well. But he's a decent player. I think he's a decent all-rounder. 32 years old now, got quite an ageing squad really. Mark Davies, central midfielder, decent work rate, decent team worker. I like him. Physicals are a little bit low, but he's fine as a central midfielder. Very happy with that. 2 good central midfielders there. We've got Josh Vella, who I signed in my lead save. I actually played him as a right back, and he can actually fill in as a right back. So that's probably what I'll do, just to give me some more depth there, is to play him or train him to be a competent right back as well as being a central midfielder. He's only 21 years old. Gets very good. Very happy to have him in the team. Just keep going on the central midfielder path first. We've got Darren Pratley, another oldie. Decent, really good physicals. Not so much in the technical area, but a decent central midfielder. And we've got Liam Trotter, who's 26 years old, one of the younger players, who's a good all-rounder without being decent at anything, without being great at anything. Okay, on to the wingers. So we've got Wellington Silva. He's going to be a very important player for us, on loan from Arsenal. Arsenal. Look, he's done the rounds, hasn't he? He's been loaned out pretty much his entire career, but hopefully I think he should be really good. He does look a decent player, decent pace, agility, balance is good there. He's going to be our skill player. We could play him on the right as a winger, or on the left as an inside forward. He's got 11 finishing. I like him very much. He could be the standout player this season. We've got Rob Hall, 21 years old. He's off on loan. Kind of a lesser version of Wellington Silva, really, but can play on both sides, which is nice. We've got Liam Feeney, who's ex-Bournemouth. Yes, got that one right. Who's been with us a couple of seasons now. Another player that we loaned and then got in on a free. 28 years old. This team needs a fucking hell of a rebuild. Decent amount of pace. That's kind of it, really. Decent crossing. So he's just an out-and-out winger, really. But not too bad. Okay, so we got Twazik, who's attacking midfield left. We've got another lefty there. Got a couple of people right. Yeah, okay, we've just about got enough cover. So then up front is one of probably our strongest positions. So we've got Max Clayton first, who we can play as an inside forward or up front. He can actually play as a winger. He's not too bad. That's quite good as well. Moves into towns, places shots, comes deep to get the ball, tries to play his way out of trouble. Okay, he's only 20 years old, so a big future for him. We've got Stephen Dobby. Dobby found a sock. Lacking pace somewhat. Another oldie. Plays behind the striker. That's good if we need somebody in that role. Not sure what formation we're going to play yet at all. Then we've got Zach Clough, who we briefly mentioned, 20 years old. He's going to be ridiculous. Does he have a minimum fee release clause? No. Good. Right, we're going to hold on to him for as long as humanly possible, and then when we're able to sign players, maybe that's time to cash in, because he's going to go for big money. Next up, we've got Emil Heskey. Emil! The legend, the man, the myth, the hero. Look at the 128 goals. Look at that. He's a 1 in 6 man. Brilliant. A 1 in 5. Gary Medine, who's ex-Sheffield Wednesday. Played for a few seasons for Sheffield Wednesday. It's my brother's team, Sheffield Wednesday, so I kind of know a bit more about him. But he's done the rounds. He's been on loan a couple of times. Hasn't really produced. So we picked him up on a free. Another one we've kind of scraped off the barrel, like just a bit. He's a decent target man. He's actually all right. 24 years old. Still very young. Cool. Compared to the rest of the team, he's very young. Okay, so that's not bad. We've got an overall decent-ish team. There's a couple of weakish areas, but there's nothing like to be in a mad panic about. Next up, we're going to have, we won't look through all these players right now, but we're going to have a look through the sort of top talents we've got through in our under-21. So next up, we've got Jussi Jääskeläinen's son, Will Jääskeläinen. He looks about 7 in his photo. Jesus, can't play him in goal. Right. And he looks like a very, very good youngster. Very happy to have him in the team. I think he can definitely going to get, not this season so much, but maybe next season, get him some game time. Who's he wanted by? Norwich? Yeah, he's already wanted by the big team. Does he have... we'll look at the contracts and stuff after. Next, we've got Hayden White, who's already off on loan. He's a right back, 20 years old. Good pacey right back. Not great going forward, but he's okay. Not too bad. Good potential. Woolery, who's an all-rounder up top. Plays anywhere in midfield, basically. And he's an okay player. Then we've got Pisano, who's obviously out on loan. And Jordan Lussey, who's the ex-Liverpool player. Yeah. Never got a game. Not sure why Bolton bought him, to be honest. He doesn't look that good. He might... If we get an injury crisis, we can't sign players, so we might as well... we might need to use a few of these. So I'm gonna... Normally, I kind of kill off my under-21 team. I don't have much in my under-21 team, but this season I'm going to keep most of these just to make sure we've got in case it all goes tits up. Now, youth team. Ooh, we've got a couple of good talents here. First up, we've got 16-year-old Iranian Alex Samizadeh, who's a striker, good finisher. 6'2", gets forward whenever possible, shoots with power. Okay-ish physicals. I think they'll improve. I think he's very good. I think we'll get some tutoring for him. He looks like a decent player. What's his heading? Heading's 11. Jumping reach is 10. Plays best as a poacher or a target man. Okay, okay. Next up, we've got another striker, Ronaldo. Oh, his name's Ronaldo. He's got to be good, isn't he? Jamaican. Ah, I'm loving him already. He could be a fan favourite. We're going to make him play. Ronaldo Pearson, the Jamaican, is a decent prospect. I think I like his physicals. The other stuff needs work. A defensive forward, I don't really use that too much, but okay. Target man I probably will use because we've got Emil Heskey. I think he's only 5'9", so it's an interesting target man. Next up, we've got Tom Grivotsky. Now we're getting into the Silver Star potential. These ones are like, you go, oh, pretty, 4.5 possible stars. When they're this far off, it's hard to get them anywhere close to that because they've got so far to go. But we'll give him a chance. He's still only, obviously, 16 years old. And Jack Earing, brilliant. He looks kind of rubbish. Okay, we'll hope he comes on. But give him some tutoring to those guys and hopefully get them through. So, that is our team. Bearing in mind we can't make any transfers and we have no money, how much are we paying monthly? So we've got 1.6 in a minute. We're paying £1 million a month. Wow. Okay. All right, let's look at what they expect us to do this season. So in the Championship, mid-table. Okay, I think we were predicted to come 17th, which is not quite mid-table. So we'll need to do okay just to keep our job. That's quite interesting. FA Cup, 4th round. League Cup, 3rd round. Okay. I was hoping they'd say avoid relegation because that gives me a bit more leeway, but I think if they decided, we're just going to, before I forget, remove his loan status. Right. There we go, boys. Let me know what you think. Obviously, we can't make any purchases. We haven't got much money anyway. I think we're okay. I think, for me, this season is going to be about Zach Clough and Wellington Silva. I've got to find a way to get those two working well together because they are going to be absolutely key. And then maybe Emil Heskey is a big sort of target man to feed Zach Clough, I think, seems to be my thoughts at the beginning. Something along the two up front, maybe something along these lines, because we want to sort of push Wellington Silva into the danger areas as much as possible. As a striker, he's not a bad false nine. His decision making is an issue in his anticipation, but he's not bad. No, I think we can use him as a winger. I think that makes sense to use him as a winger. So we'll either do something like this, and then maybe for the more tricky games we can do that. Just playing Zach on his own with like a what's his face, little midget man, Jay Spearing as a defensive midfielder. I think that would be something of an option. But what I'll do is I'll go through the pre-season stuff, which there won't be much of because it'll be quite quick, and then we will get onto the save. As I said in my patch video, it's my girlfriend's birthday this weekend, so I'm doing all girlfriend stuff. So I won't be the next episode will be on Monday. Monday afternoon, early evening. So please join me then. So leave a like. That would be fantastic. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. That would be amazing. We're well on our way to 1,000 subscribers, which is just ridiculous, really. Imagine 1,000 people sitting in my room. Well, no, that's a stupid thing to say. In my garden, watching me play Football Manager. That's ridiculous. But so thank you very much for the support. And let me know what you think is going to happen this season. So your options are, like, obviously promotion, mid-table, or sacking. You know, I'm not the best at Football Manager. I don't go into as much detail as I used to before. I kind of like just to play it and get on with it. So there is a sort of, I'd say, at this point, having looked at the team, there's a 37% chance I'll get sacked. So tune in for that. Thank you very much for the support, guys. I love you all. Bye-bye.